Don't get offended. Now question I dey ask. How many oil did he drop for your nyash before them give you that trophy? Burna, how many oil did them rob for your nyash before?
And Diddy could promise a producer, if he's in a homosexual act, that he could give him a Grammy.
Oh, come on. Twice as tall. Burna Boy.
Burna Boy is shaking right now because word on the street is he just got slapped with a subpoena to testify against Diddy. And it's not just about what he witnessed, it's about what he was doing. Insiders claim Burna wasn't just popping bottles with Diddy. He might have been right in the middle of those freaky gatherings. At the exact same time, some wild rumors were swirling. Remember that messy talk about a leaked tape where folks claimed Burna got clapped by Diddy? Right after that, boom, he snags a Grammy. Now people are whispering that award wasn't earned, it was traded. And that's not all. Word is Chloe Bailey ditched Burna real quick once she got wind of him allegedly being on the low. Insiders are pointing fingers saying Diddy was the mastermind the whole time, pulling strings like a puppet master. So now the big question is, was Burna just another one of Diddy's so-called freak-off boys? Did he trade his dignity for a golden statue? The buzz is loud, and the whispers are getting sharper. But before this whole storm hit, let's take it back and talk about that short-lived situationship between Burna Boy and Chloe Bailey. At first, everybody was talking. Burna and Chloe were popping up everywhere, getting cozy in LA, hitting the clubs in Lagos, even spending Valentine's Day together in Nigeria. Burna really flew her out to his home turf for V-Day, and fans were loving it. Folks swore they were the next big power couple.
Sorry that you got cheated on.
It's all right. Been a couple times. You know, I feel like
Really?
no matter how bad of a bitch you are, sometimes will cheat.
But just like that, it was done. Chloe vanished from the whole scene.
Take that paint. Take it. Take it. You pushing me back.
No more posts, no pics, no public love. The Afrobeat romance was dead, and nobody knew why. Until now. Word is, Chloe found out what people behind the scenes had been whispering. Allegedly, Burna got involved with Diddy in ways that go way beyond friendship. That's the street talk. And get this. Chloe supposedly threw shade in her own quiet way after catching wind that Burna had allegedly cheated with a dude. Not only was there cheating, but now there's talk of a whole leaked freak-off tape floating around. And people are claiming it sounds exactly like Burna Boy getting clapped by Diddy on the recording. It's crazy how this all lines up. The rumors about Burna being linked to Diddy behind the scenes were already out there. But that Grammy win, that's when folks really started connecting the dots. Now it's looking real suspicious. People are side-eyeing Burna like, what exactly did he do to get that trophy? And it ain't stopping there, because now the feds are allegedly coming straight for him. Sources say Burna's been subpoenaed to testify in Diddy's federal case. And not just about the rumored tape. Even though folks who claim they heard it are convinced it's him, they also want him to spill on what he saw at those wild, freaky Diddy parties. And let's be real, Burna wasn't the only big name in those rooms. Now people are whispering that he might get pressured to start naming names. If Burna talks, it could shake up the whole industry. Artists, producers, execs, nobody's safe. All this drama allegedly connects right back to that Grammy Burna won.
So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
From the jump, people were saying something felt off about it. And now, it's all starting to make sense. Like, how did Burna suddenly jump ahead of legends in the game? It's giving secret deals, shady exchanges, and freak-offs behind closed doors. And if you think that's just wild gossip, even Terrence Howard recently spoke out, saying some celebs give up their manhood for fame, but never get their soul back. He didn't drop names, but the message was loud. Terrence said some of these dudes let Puff smash just to get access. And now they walk around like they're haunted. And don't forget, Terrence once claimed that Diddy allegedly tried to get at him too. So when Terrence starts dropping warnings like that, it's not hard to connect the dots. Now that Burna and Diddy's alleged freaky connection is out in the open, let's zoom out and look at the bigger game behind all this. The Grammy hustle. Lil Rod Jones didn't hold back when he lit the fuse with his Bombshell lawsuit and explosive interviews. He flat out said, Diddy runs the game like some twisted gatekeeper, telling folks if they play along, they'll get a Grammy. Not 'cause they earned it.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass. All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but, like, everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room.
But because they're down to do whatever it takes. And get this, Lil Rod claimed Diddy used real legends like Stevie J as bait. People truly respect Stevie for his skills, no doubt. But according to Lil Rod, Diddy flipped that respect on its head. He made folks think if Stevie did it, it must be cool. But in reality, Stevie was allegedly just another piece on Diddy's freaky chessboard, getting his Grammy after getting his hands dirty in that twisted circle. But hold up, it doesn't end there. Cause now Meek Mill's name is getting tossed into the mix. The streets are buzzing, and folks are wondering if Meek had to pay a price too for getting tight with Diddy. Allegedly, there's a whole other tape.
Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and give me a couple dollars and just say, you know what I'm saying? Just nobody believed that was really Diddy beating Meek back in. But now y'all believe the video, right?
Just like that rumored Burna Boy one. Word is, Meek might have gotten caught up in his own freaky situation with Diddy. And the talk? That tape allegedly shows Meek getting clapped too. If you've been watching closely over the years, something's definitely been off between Diddy and Meek. Fans started raising eyebrows when the two kept showing up in matching designer fits, side by side like a full-blown couple. And no, that's not an exaggeration. Just check the pics. They've been out here dressing alike, styling the same, and sticking together on red carpets like they're glued at the hip. Now that Diddy's whole world is crashing, subpoenas flying, investigators digging,
Hold on.
Meek Mill has straight up vanished. Folks are starting to think he's laying low, scared his name might pop up on that witness list, or worse, on a list of accomplices. Some fans believe Meek wasn't just around for the chaos, he may have helped cover it up. Lately, Reddit and Twitter have been buzzing with claims that Meek might have played a role in that whole mess with Kid Cudi's car, and not just torching the ride. Some are even saying Cudi's dog got hurt in the process. And we can't forget what the game said either. He once admitted he spent years running around with Diddy, getting flown out, showed off, but never actually dropping any music. So now people are asking, what was that relationship really about? When you line it up with what Lil Rod's been saying, the pattern's getting way too hard to ignore. If those other dudes got caught in sticky situations just to stay on Diddy's good side, people are now saying Burna Boy might have walked right into the same setup. Let's keep it real. Burna's Grammy win for Twice as Tall was a massive moment, a big shift for Afrobeats. But now fans are going full FBI mode, digging through old Coachella clips, Billboard moments, even pulling up Diddy's old tweets.
Don't get offended. Now question I dey ask. How many oil did he drop for your nyash before them give you that trophy?
And guess what? Some are saying Burna looked way too eager back then, like he already knew what he had to do to secure that trophy. and it wasn't music related. Even his body language had folks side-eyeing, always close to Diddy, like he was locked in for something way deeper than just a collab. One fan even posted a now viral pic of Burna and Diddy looking extra cozy.
I just get information that my son is missing. Speed Darlington is missing.
And Burna tried to clap back with a salty little tweet. But honestly, that response didn't hit the way he thought it would. Actually, Burna's clapback made things worse. People thought he was trying way too hard to distance himself from Diddy after the heat hit the fan. But by then, it was already blazing. And that cryptic post? It was like tossing gas on the fire. And if that wasn't shady enough, Diddy allegedly threw Burna under the bus back in 2023. Word on the curb is that Diddy went on social media and said, "I helped you win your first and only Grammy award, which I did out of kindness, and somehow you thought you could win another without my help." Fans were shook because that post hit twice. On one hand, it sounded like Diddy was claiming credit, but on the other, it was giving straight up threat. Like he was warning Burna, "Don't forget what you had to do to get that Grammy." And the internet ate it up. Not just random folks. His own people started clowning him. Nigerian musicians went in hard, and leading the charge was none other than Nigeria's favorite online troublemaker, Speed Darlington. Darlington went all the way off online, basically saying Burna didn't just win a Grammy, he got rubbed down in baby oil to earn it. He was out here clowning, asking how many bottles of Johnson's baby oil it took for Burna to seal the deal, with Diddy allegedly being the one applying it. Like, he really implied Burna was out here doing grown folks' business just to walk away with that golden trophy. Don't get mad now, it's what he said. And you already know Burna's got a temper, because not long after Speed dropped those wild baby oil claims, he vanished. Like, not just off social media, completely gone. Then out of nowhere, Speed's mom shows up online, begging Burna Boy to let her son go. She claimed Burna had him snatched over some video he posted, most likely the one where he built up that whole baby oil controversy. The timing had people shook. Burns' team tried to cool things off by claiming Speed Darlington got arrested for defamation. But let's be real, the timing was way too perfect, especially when you consider how deep Burna's ties run in Nigeria. Some fans are convinced Burna pulled strings and used his street connects to silence Speed. And honestly, with Burna's past, it doesn't sound too far off. Back in 2010, Burna got caught up in a gang-related stabbing in London. He served 11 months in jail, got out on parole, and then dipped out of the UK before the system could fully process him. He straight up ran back to Nigeria to start over, and it worked. But that move got him banned from the UK until 2016. When folks brought that up online, Burna wasn't exactly humble. He was out here threatening to murk people on Twitter like it was nothing. Real classy, right? And 2019? That was Burna's year of straight chaos, fights in Nigeria, brawls in South Africa. This dude's got hands and doesn't mind throwing them. So when fans say he might have actually done something to Speed Darlington, especially after being publicly humiliated, it sadly adds up. And here's where it all starts clicking. Burna's alleged violent streak, his ego, and his by-any-means mindset, it's all part of the same messy puzzle. Now look at Diddy's own long, messy rap sheet. Everything from nightclub shootings to artist assault claims, and now this massive federal investigation. It's starting to feel real familiar. Birds of a feather rub baby oil together, right? No wonder he and Burna clicked so well. That bond wasn't just business, it was shared energy. This Diddy scandal is way bigger than folks thought. It's not just about one man. People are calling it systemic, ritualistic, and maybe even protected at the highest levels. Kid Cudi just took the stand and dropped some damning testimony that allegedly links straight back to Diddy's inner circle. And now, Al B. Sure, R&B vet and longtime Diddy frenemy, has reportedly been subpoenaed too. Word is, he's been sitting on decades of dirt and might finally be ready to spill everything. But what really got folks talking? J-Lo and Jay-Z have allegedly packed up and ghosted, Sources say they've either gone fully off-grid, dipped out the country, or completely cut ties with anything even remotely connected to Diddy. Right now, Burna Boy fans think he's in full panic mode, worried not just about legal heat, but about how the world's gonna look at him now that the Grammy shine is fading fast. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Burna really got diddled for that Grammy? Will he take the stand? Or disappear back to Nigeria? And the biggest question, who's next to get called before this trial wraps up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because this saga is far from over, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. I'll see you in the next one.